Hey, good morning. I'm sorry it's 8:04. We had to take a little extra time. Who's that little gremlin back there? We have gremlins this morning. We had to take a little extra time to get set up here because it's a party down here at Sycamore Crossing this morning. I have the oh, by the way, I'm BKP if you just tuned in for the first time. Broken Bull, New Blue Home and Gift, Quinte, the Peruvian store, Tupelo Tea. We good, Richie? We cooking with gas, buddy? Are you paying attention? I want to check early because you have 3 hours to pay attention today. Not just 2, not 1, 3.
I've been thinking about it all night long.
Oh, good, man. We have our beer delivery early this morning. And Dr. Whaley is here. We're going to have Ask the Doc. Folks, look, Sycamore Crossing, our second year. And it's just, oh my God, there's words can't describe this past season here at Sycamore Crossing. I know what you're thinking. It's October, it's still warm, there's no reason you can't be here. But, you know, Rose and Sam sit over there and shiver and say, oh, it's not really cold, it's not really cold. But we can't take those chances, so this is, folks, we have good news, bad news, and good news. I don't even know how that went. But this morning will be our last show, not last, for the season here at Sycamore Crossing. Next Friday morning, we will be knocking it out of the park at Blue Jeans Pizza, right 2 streets over. So we're not leaving Blue Ridge on Fridays, but this is our last outdoor show. It's been a great summer, a great season. We want you to come down, say hello. We have a table set up. You can get an apple. We obviously have apples. We have some apple cider. We have balloons. We just want people to come down and say hi. It's going to be 3 hours. In the 3rd hour this morning, the owners of these shops are going to stop by and say hello. So you've heard me talk about Broken Bull and New Blue Home and Gift and Quinte, the Peruvian store at Tupelo Tea. You've heard me talk about that. Well, you're going to meet several of the owners this morning. They're going to stop by and say hello. That's why we're going an extended hour, 8 to 11. What else? I mean, it's going to be a great morning. We have the All-Star panel. I can't believe I just said what else. Can you believe I said what else, Sam? We've got 10 pooches coming. I mean, there's going to be a lot of yipping and barking around here about 9 o'clock. The All-Star panel, the barking and yipping will not be Bruce and Rick this morning. That will be, I think we have about 10 coming down. The Humane Society of Blue Ridge, they're bringing all the pooches down. Like if you said, hey, you know what? I would like to come see all the doggies. This is a place to be, Sycamore Crossing, right here on Main Street in Blue Ridge, around 9. They're coming around 9, Sam? Pay attention, Sam. You have 3 hours, too, also. Oh, my gosh. Rose is back from special assignment. Our Rose is here. Dr. Whaley is here. Do you think I'm ready to go? There's Tom. Tom's early. We could talk to Tom in a little bit. Tupelo Tea. All right, folks. There's 2 things I want to talk about because we got to get Dr. Whaley in here. This show is going to move all morning long, all the way to 11 o'clock. HHS Secretary Tom Price, okay? Now, if you're watching the media, you're led to believe that this guy needs to go because he took some chartered plane flights or private plane flights that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this guy needs to go. This HHS Secretary Tom Price needs to go just because of his travel expenses, okay? Now, I want you to Google this. I always tell you to Google this, okay, because I like to bring pure facts. If memory serves me right, when we want to look at the hypocrisy, is that the big word I'm looking for? If memory serves me right, the Speaker of the House gets a private jet. Now, stay with me on this. Speaker of the House gets a private jet. That's what we have in the budget. So the Speaker of the House has to, because the succession plan of the President, the whole 9 yards, so they get the private jet. Now, that means Paul Ryan can fly home on your dime every weekend to Oshkosh, Wisconsin, or wherever he goes. So, anyhow, that being said, when Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House, Google this, don't rely on me, Google this. When Nancy Pelosi was Speaker of the House, the plane that is designated for the Speaker of the House had to be refueled to go all the way to San Francisco. That's my understanding. Had to be refueled, and it had to make a stop. The jet couldn't go nonstop. It had to make a stop, is my understanding, and they would make a stop. Just look up for me. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. If you, the taxpayers, did not upgrade Pelosi's jet for her nonstop flights to San Francisco back and forth every weekend to wine country to raise hundreds of millions of dollars, for those great candidates she supported. Just saying, just saying. So let me tell you what's behind the takedown of Tom Price, why they are intentionally attacking this man over his travel. Now, we have $20 trillion in debt, and I'm not okay with wasting the taxpayers' money. Let me tell you this, you got to be a good steward or you got to go. But we have $20 trillion in debt. We just drop $100 million here, $100 million there. We sign off on $14-15 billion for relief, and I understand that. But Tom Price, $400,000, I don't know what it's, travel, and he's got to go. I know you've been waiting. But here's why. Because President Donald Trump has made a decision that he's going to do an executive order, is what we're understanding. We're going to do an executive order. To allow us to sell, for insurance to be sold across state lines, okay? So when we do that executive order, what else might be in there? Maybe some things that Tom Price will have the latitude to do. Always remember, Obamacare was written very powerful, gave a lot of power to the HHS Secretary, Kathleen Sebelius. So as soon as President Trump does an executive order that says, hey, you know what? You could sell insurance across state lines. As soon as that happens, guess what? Maybe Tom Price might go and start dismantling Obamacare all the way through in all these areas, because every 2 pages in Obamacare says HHS Secretary. That was Kathleen Sebelius, right? That's why they're trying to take down Tom Price, folks. That's why. Because if you could get rid of the HHS Secretary now, and a new one has to be confirmed, it will continue to delay what the HHS Secretary's power is to start dismantling Obamacare. Listen and look for that truth. You understand? It's not about the air travel. Hey, maybe Tom Price should have took a private plane. Hey, maybe Tom Price should have took Amtrak. The truth is they want to knock him out and make you have a new HHS Secretary that has to be confirmed that maybe will not dismantle Obamacare. Look for the truth in that. It's not the airfare. Other thing, we got to go here because we got to go to break. We got to get Dr. Whaley in here. We got pooches coming from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. We're going to have about 10 of them out here. That's going to be at about 9 o'clock. We are going to have the all-star panel. We're going to have Ask the Doc in here. Tom is here with Tupelo Tea. We're going to have all of the other shop owners. You know this show's unscripted, don't you? Or you're just picking that up. You do know I don't write a script. It's just, boom, anything goes. That's why when you see on the internet it says, good morning from the office with BKP, anything goes. So you never know what happens. Now I have here in my hands, okay, from the Judicial Qualification Commission, okay, the investigation panel of the Judicial Qualifications Commission met and conducted a preliminary investigation of 4 complaints against Judge Brenda S. Weaver, Chief Judge of the Appalachian Judicial Circuit. Stay with me here. The panel finds, oh, I can't tell you that, because then I'll tell you the whole story. In complaints submitted to the Judicial Qualification Commission, JQC, by Mark Thomason, the creator of the local publication Fannin Focus, his attorney Russell Stookey, Fannin County Attorney Lynn Doss, and Georgia chapter of Society of Professional Journalists, Judge Weaver is accused of abusing her judicial position of willful misconduct. Folks, we have a 4-page report from the JQC. That is the State of Georgia's Judicial Qualification Commission. We have a 4-page report right here. I only report when I get the report. All right, I'm not going to tell you what it says right now. I'm not going to, because I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a full hour on this Monday. We're going to go in the way back. We're going to bring out some of the story that we did almost 6-7 months ago in this, and we're going to read this Monday. I'll give you a little more information, but you want to tune in Monday morning at 8 a.m. because we're going to do an hour on this report alone. Hey, last night there was a candidate forum down here at the Performing Arts Center in Fannin County, and it was for Blue Ridge City Council and the mayor candidates. We're going to talk about that this morning. Who are the no-show candidates? Why didn't they show up? And who's the candidate everybody's talking about this morning? Now, all the candidates are okay, did a good job, but who is the one candidate that left last night that everybody knows now, is talking about, and said, wow, where'd this person, I won't say who it was. There you go. I'm your host, BKP. When we come back, Dr. Whaley asked the doc. You know, I'm just thinking, since it's the last show, I'm just going to try to stump the doc this morning. I'd see if I can come up with something. But I'm happy to have Dr. Whaley here and the Georgia Cancer Specialist for supporting that. Richie, take us to break.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. We're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
3,
We'll get to
2.
talking over and over. Hey, and we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from beautiful downtown Blue Ridge. We're at Sycamore Crossing. Now, folks, we're going to be here from 8 to 11 because in that last hour, Broken Bull, New Blue Home and Gift, Kinty of the Peruvian Store, Tupelo Tea. We've invited them to all come down and say hello because this is everybody that's come up this morning said, "Are you sure you can't be here in October?" The equipment's very expensive outdoors. It's great here. In fact, I want to thank you very much, and Jane. This is a beautiful location. Our second summer, second season. We never know what that
No,
brings in October.
I had to wear a rain coat one time last year at the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So
it was drizzling out
a
there.
little bit. So anyhow, Dr. Whaley, this is Ask the Doc with Dr. William Whaley, and we want to thank Georgia Cancer Specialist for sponsoring this segment. Dr. Whaley, how are you today?
I'm good. I want to tell you who's got the clout here, though.
Who?
Sam, because she showed up. She got the first cup of Tupelo tea.
Yeah.
I mean,
did
how
you
do
see
you-
that
I-
also?
yeah, I did.
I'm looking like, really? Really?
Yeah, here you've been talking
yeah.
Tupelo tea. You're advertising the place.
We know, yeah.
Sam got the first cup of Tupelo tea. That's awful, isn't it?
Tom is here already this morning, bringing out Tupelo tea. We're going to have one on the set.
He's competing with the Budweiser man.
Yeah, it's an early delivery. Our crowd are early train.
Yeah, probably have an
It's
early
a
train
party,
whistle.
folks. It's a party. We're having fun. We got some apples, some cider. Come down and meet everybody. Like for you to come down if you want to meet Sam, Rose, Richie, Lisa, myself, and we're going to have a lot of yipping and barking.
Yes,
because
sir.
The Humane Society of Blue Ridge is coming down with everybody.
Yeah, it's not going to be just pet of the week.
No, it's going to be yipping and
Yeah.
barking. And that's
Pets
not,
of the week.
That's not Rick and Bruce.
Yeah, right. Pets of the week.
Dr. Whaley, how are you? What
I'm
do you have
good.
for us this morning?
You want to talk about you want to talk about linking arms and standing, or you want to talk about
Go right ahead.
kneeling, or you want to talk
Go.
about white privilege?
All. I've taken all for 300, Alex.
Well, they're all linked. I hate to tell you. I think what I heard about Tom Price yesterday made me mad.
Excuse me. Make sure his mic is extra high. There.
Yeah, I can
Go
talk.
ahead,
I
Doctor.
can talk, Larry. I said what I heard.
What you heard about Tom
I heard
Price?
about, not about what Tom did. Well, people were commenting about it. Yes, Tom made a judgment call that was wrong. It was immediately after he had missed an event because of an airport delay at LaGuardia, which is always got an airport delay, and he was unable to make an important event. And his staff said this doesn't work. And they began to sign him up for NetJets or whatever one he was using. And I think maybe he could have gone back and flown. He could have driven to Philadelphia. But anyway, so whatever he did, he needs to get his hand slapped, and whatever comes of that.
They can turn that around without having to dismiss the
Yeah,
guy.
that's right. But
Exactly.
what I was offended by, the guy made a mistake. He said, I made a mistake. I'm going to write you a check. Spank me, flagellate me. I'll write on the blackboard 100 times. But yesterday, I heard a comment that this was just another example of white privilege, that even a relatively common guy everybody else that's up there that's flying airplanes, as you know, the Secretary of Education and all the rest of them are super rich, and they're flying on either their own planes or they're renting NetJets, and they're paying everything above the cost of a commercial ticket. And they turned around and made it an indictment of everybody in the Trump administration that's not a minority, that they're abusing the system because of white privilege. And that just made me angry. And I sat around there thinking about those guys kneeling on the sidelines. It started out as this is a protest against the flag, and then once they realized that wasn't selling real well to the fans, they turned it around to white privilege and every other anti-Trump and everything else they wanted to do. And just the whole thing makes me mad.
Well, there's and I'm pretty sure, I don't want to get it wrong, but I think it's a police officer, happens to be black police officer, African American, no offense, that has done a video that served, I'm going to say 3 tours or whatever, but this video is going around, and this gentleman is looking at the camera and saying, when you play a game, When you're done, you go home to your family. When we go, it's not playing a game, and there's no guarantee we're coming home to our family. You know,
I saw the video.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
But there's so many of those examples out there. You know, find some. Hey, I believe in peaceful protest. Fine, okay. You know, okay. Disagree, but you know, I was always told there's a time and place for everything. That's just not the time. That's not the place.
Did you see the email I sent you yesterday? That
Yes.
was a picture of about 50 flag-draped coffins. That actually is a
Yes.
Vietnam picture. 50 flag-draped coffins, and then 2 black Marines there standing, just adjusting the flag. And they said, "Well, tell us which ones of these people in these coffins are black, and then maybe we'll take the flag off." I mean, it's just the public's not standing for it,
When you
and
see
I'm
50,
happy to see it.
When you see 50 coffins draped in a flag, you don't know inside if that's black, white, Asian.
No.
No matter what.
No.
Religion.
No.
Nothing.
No, but they're more likely to be relatively poor white, black or Hispanic, than they are to be NFL athletes. Anyhow, that's enough of that.
I understand. Well,
All right.
you said that you
I
want to
did,
go
yeah,
here,
yeah,
here, and here.
but all of them were tied together there.
You got to explain your shirt.
Okay, well, my wife is running for city council, and she's being beaten up badly by the machine over residents, and this is her Jane Whaley running for city council shirt. She'll be down here a little bit later for your party. The privileged people that get the Tupelo tea first also are wearing their shirts, so maybe if you were wearing a shirt like Sam, you'd be able to get the tea early.
Oh, that's what it was?
That's what it was. It was
okay.
a Jane Whaley shirt.
I won't
Okay.
get that wrong next
All
time.
right.
That'll never happen again.
All right.
Dr. Whaley, let's go into a couple
All right,
questions
go.
now. I have the first one. If I have a circular ring which appears on my arm, could it indicate Lyme disease? And are these particular symptoms which indicate the disease, and are the type ticks which cause the disease in our North Georgia area?
Well, the answer to the question is yes, 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 and yes. Can you put up a picture of that skin lesion there?
It will appear to your left.
Okay, well, so over here to my left then, there is a typical lesion that is called erythema migrans. And that is a very classic picture of a early post-bite Lyme disease skin condition. Now, here are the things that we're going to talk about. We'll talk about them in pretty much detail today, because I think this is a very important topic. We've discussed it, I think, back in the spring when we were talking about mosquitoes and ticks. But first of all, the tick has to be on you for 48 hours, not removed, before he can inject this organism that causes Lyme disease. So if you are outdoors in the weeds and stuff, and you come in the house and you do what they call a tick check, meaning that you get in the bath and you bathe, and then any of them that are walking around on your skin will be washed away. You take the clothing that you were wearing off and you put it in the dryer, and you turn the dryer on high for 8 minutes. Then the ticks that are in the cuff of your pants, or you haven't thought about this, have you? Cuff of your pants or in the collar or somewhere hiding in your clothing that can get loose and get around the house, they're killed by a dryer in 4 to 5 minutes at high heat. Now, if you put a wet towel in there, it takes 50 minutes. So they go in there by themselves, hot heat, you take a bath, and then you get your family to look in your hair and everywhere. And if you get the tick off of you in less than 48 hours, really you ought to get them off right away, you don't want a tick on you, then you can't get Lyme disease. Now let's just imagine then that you live in a Lyme vulnerable area, and if you'll show that map, you'll notice that the blue states are where the blue spots are worse than anywhere else, and that this is really a disease that is most common in New England. Connecticut, I think, is the worst states. You'll notice all of them are in the mid-Atlantic and north. And the spots in Georgia, just few spots in Georgia down there, don't you, in our part of the country? So the real blue part of it is up in the northeast. But indeed, we do have it. Now, so you come in the house, you got that rash. There's really a second rash picture, but that's a good enough one. It's a classic rash. It's a big red circle. It's not just the little spots everywhere. But Lyme is a real serious condition, because once that thing's been on there for 48 hours, you've only got about 10 days to 3 weeks. Now, you got a pretty good time, 10 days to 3 weeks to get treated, and the treatment is specific. It's 10 days to 3 weeks of a specific set of antibiotics. And if you don't recognize that tick bite immediately, within that 3-week period, and get treated, then Lyme disease comes on over a period of 6 months or longer. And it can cause meningitis, heart failure, arthritis, and then from that point on, it's a serious chronic illness. It lasts for quite a while. And taking antibiotics 3 or 6 months after the bite can eradicate the organism, but then you've got an autoimmune disease, kind of like rheumatoid arthritis, and it's as serious as a train wreck. So going back to it, yes, the rash and the lesion, it's not just a little, I had a skin rash over here and I was out in the woods last week. That's not Lyme disease. But if you have the bite and you have anything like that, there's no blood test that'll help, because it's just like if you take a tetanus shot in this arm and you draw a blood test over here for the tetanus antibody, it's negative. It takes 3 or 4 weeks for the antibody to tetanus to begin to build up. That's the reason that screening blood for HIV isn't foolproof protection of the blood supply against HIV. And that's why they take the history. If you had a prison tattoo or anything, in the last 3 weeks, they won't take it. Anyway, you can't do a blood test. So if you've been in a tick-prone area, you've got a rash or a bite that's similar to that or suspicious, it's safer to take 10 days to 3 weeks of the antibiotic than it is to wait a couple of months, get the antibody, and then risk a sickness for quite a while. Go ahead.
Sorry,
all right, no, I was going to say, this tick is carried by deer and carried by rodents. Well, we got plenty of deer around here. They're eating the flowers on our garden, and we got plenty of rodents, whether they're squirrels or whether they're rats or whatever. So the vehicle to carry the tick is everywhere in these North Georgia mountains. And the prevention is, as I said, first go in the house and get the stuff off. But if you are using the right kind of repellent, which we said earlier in the year, if you have DEET, Promethean, and Consumer Reports and some of those things will tell you which ones will actually repel that tick and repel the Zika mosquito, then you've protected yourself against both. So it's clothing protection, long sleeves, a hat, stuff, DEET type repellent. And then when you come in from having gone hunting or turkey hunting or whatever else it is you do, then you actually get buck naked and you get yourself a tick check, and your clothes go in the dryer. And the good old boys up here don't think about that very much, and I hope Mama's listening and tells those kids when they come in to put the clothes in the dryer. There.
Would you mind if I got my tea? Real. Tom, thank you.
The
so
reason
much.
that you didn't get the tea is you're not wearing the Jane Whaley T-shirt.
Might be.
Everybody in
Well,
the
that'd
Jane
be
Whaley
why.
T-shirt got their tea first. All right.
Wait a minute, I'm checking. Because I tell him. I said I'm in a good mood.
Yeah, and you gave him
All right, I want
a
bold.
specific order.
It's got latte
And warm, you said.
It's not so sweet.
That you think it's dessert. Now we just kicked the
You got
camera,
it.
so
You
he's
got-
focusing.
You got it.
He's
I
focusing.
love to always go into
He's
Tupelo
focusing
Tea.
down
They've
on
got
that
a-
fancy blue cup.
Well, they've got a great staff in there. Every Friday I go in there and I always, instead of just picking a tea out, I'll give them my mood and everything. And it's a sunshiny day. I just always have so
where's
much
the
fun in there.
mandolin?
And I'll say, surprise me. So, okay, we got our second
Where's the
question.
mandolin?
And I have my tea. What?
Where's the Tupelo Tea mandolin?
I don't know.
All right, go ahead.
Can chocolate be good for your health?
Yes.
It's good for your health.
Does anybody you want more than that?
Oh, okay.
Can it be good for your health? I thought that was the question. Yes or no?
Well, I'm always used to you saying yes.
But-
And then,
All right.
well, no, wait, the last question you said yes, 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 and yes.
Yeah.
I was-
All right. So we'll go back into this. As my wife says, ask Bill Whaley what time it is, and he'll tell you how to build a watch. So, in that fashion, here you go. Chocolate is just like caffeine in coffee. Dark chocolate that hasn't been processed to death has antioxidant properties. And since you are substantially younger than I, you're still old enough to have watched the pendulum with coffee to where this is terrible and it's going to cause you to have pancreatic cancer, to where this is pretty good and it's going to help you prevent pancreatic cancer, and where it's going to cause you to have heart disease, and then where it's going to help protect you against some of the things that cause heart disease because of its antioxidant properties. That's the city sheriff trying to drown us out, I think. If you like that, that was funny. Okay. So, yes, as a serving of dark chocolate is just like a serving of coffee, except most of the time the chocolate's been made too sweet so it tastes like dessert. It's got sugar in it, and then you got all the adverse effects of the calories in the sugar. But the thing about chocolate is you can't condemn it as being bad for you, and dark chocolate in moderation or in small amounts is an antioxidant.
Our last question this morning, are there signs, symptoms to indicate when to seek medical help for stress?
You know, that question is one that really is extremely, extremely important. I don't think that Christopher Columbus or Galileo or Leonardo da Vinci or anybody else would have done what they did if they were not stressed, sort of, to investigate. We come back later.
They have completed the beer delivery in Blue Ridge. Budweiser,
Yeah.
there's plenty of Budweiser for Saturday
Yeah.
here in Blue Ridge, Friday night and Saturday.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Y'all come back and see us now, you hear? Now, does that mean anything to you?
What?
Y'all come back and see us now, you hear? Does anybody have, does anybody remember what that means? Y'all, yes, he did, but where did he get it? Welcome South, brother. What is that? That's the call signs of the first radio station in the southeastern United States and the most powerful radio station in America for decades, WSB. And the original guy on the radio, when it was about 8 or 9 hours a day or less of radio, his thing was Welcome South, brother. And then at the end of the program, he'd say, y'all come back and see us now, you hear. So that goes back to the 1920s, and a guy in the entertainment business in the South ought to know it. So let's go back to stress.
Well, wait a minute. Now, you know, I'm glad you did that because they always say that I'm the one that sees
Budweiser truck?
Yeah, and gets sidetracked. Okay. Okay, let's get back to the stress question.
Stress is a really great thing.
But here's, I was picking up before we started talking about Budweiser and y'all come back and see us. The Galileo and the people that you named, that if there wasn't a level of stress or seemed like if they didn't have, you know, that's who they, so
okay.
Take off on that.
Okay, let's use the reaction that everybody's heard, fright or flight. So when you are getting ready to play a sport, your pulse rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, you become a little more alert as your adrenal gland puts out epinephrine. And if you are in a battle and you're getting ready to get sliced by a sword, what happens under epinephrine is that your vessels constrict so that if the animal bites you on the fanny, you don't bleed so bad. So all of those stress reactions are beneficial in the proper place. So it's a good thing to have an increased heart rate, hypervigilance, and so forth. Now, when people are stressed, they become 4.5% of adult Americans have stress at a level called, 0 is no pain, 10 is big pain. On that on the stress level, above 5, you've got some issues. But there's about 5% of people, 4.6% of people actually, that are stressed at the level of 5 or above. And much of that, particularly a few years ago, would have been over economics. You've got a kid that's not doing well in school, job stress, school stress. Well, when you're behind on getting your paper written and you're in college and you stay up all night, that stress is good for you. When you're just, a housewife taking care of your kids, or you're a guy on TV, and your stomach's churning and you're trembly and you can't sleep at night, and then you get high blood pressure, you get heart disease. You've heard people that say, if I don't get out of this job, I'm going to have an ulcer. Well, we can go down to the drugstore and take Pepsid or something over the counter that can stop that. But that is a stress reaction that if you don't do something about it, eats a hole in your stomach. And when it eats a hole in your stomach and you vomit blood, you're dead. So you can't minimize the aspect that emotional turmoil and in a high amount for a prolonged period of time in an unhealthy situation has adverse effects. So, muscle contraction, tension, headache, if it interferes with your functioning, it's time to go see your family doctor. If your blood pressure is elevated and you're hyper enough for it to be above 130/80 to interfere with the quality of your life or your relationship with your peers, it's time to go see the doctor. Now, if you're sitting here and the internet doesn't work up there and you're, that stress, that's perfectly healthy. I mean, you need to react to it. So you really have to be a pretty good steward of your own self, or have support system around you that can say your behavior has reached the point where it's interfering with our family life, or with your relationship, or with your job, or your symptoms of panic and heart rate and breathing are abnormal. Go see a doc. So it's kind of hard to say what symptoms should drive you to the doctor, but it's in that whole spectrum of anger and hypervigilance and so forth that the spectrum of stress is.
Well, I'm glad this question is here because, I think if people have watched the show in the past, there's a level intense. I get a little intense, maybe could get wound up. I have gotten text messages, settle down, you're going to have a heart attack.
Yes, that's right, yeah. But see, that's all good.
I'm enjoying it.
That's good.
I
That's
enjoy
good.
that.
Yeah, it's good.
But on the other side, for those that don't know me because they hear me talk, I go home in the evenings. When I go home in the evenings, I'll go outside. It's nice, beautiful North Georgia mountains, and I'll put my computer up there, and I'll get a cigar. Sorry, folks, kids, don't try that at home. I'll get a cigar, and I actually can get myself in a very relaxed state. I mean, I'm still reading and things like that, but I can bring myself. And Lisa will tell you when I come in from there, it's usually a lot different than when I went out. When I go out there, I might be like stressed up, but when I come in, it's a little different. Because
Good. All right. So now we'll talk about stress reduction, because you just brought up the question. Stress reduction. I used to, obviously, as a house officer in training, we were on duty 36 hours, off 12, 365 days a year. We had 5 days off. So that's 126 hours a week you work. I used to manage my stress to be the middle of the night at Grady, midnight, and I would go out and run 6 or 8 miles. So exercise burns up the adrenaline and helps with stress reduction. And for certain personalities like mine, it's a great way to work. Now, you go over to my wife, Jane. Jane's a very religious woman, and she spends time every morning in her Bible, and she prays and a lot. You could say that meditation, but you can learn by meditation or by breathing techniques, let's say yoga, you can pray, you can get into the Bible. That all is very acceptable stress reduction. There is a thing called biofeedback. You've heard about that. When you take a lie detector test, they put a thing on your finger to measure your skin resistance. They measure your breathing. They measure your blood pressure. They measure your heart rate. In other words, these are physiologic measures. And they ask you, what's your name, where'd you go to high school, what's the name of your first animal, and did you steal that money, or did you photograph those documents or something? So they are measuring physiologic stress things when they do a lie detector test. Well, what they teach this in the CIA and teach in various intelligence services is biofeedback, just like a spy movie really, where you can block the physiologic manifestations of stress so that you can beat the lie detector. And if you just go to watch the movie about our sniper who got, my mind went blank on the name of the guy who yeah, Chris Kyle. If you watch that movie, you will remember that snipers in the field can be in a position covered with a ghillie suit for 30 hours, 40 hours without ever moving. They've got a camelback on their back to suck stuff, and they do their business as it is in their clothing. That's why what they call going commando means not wearing any underwear, because they are going to do their business in their clothing, don't wear underwear. And they have to be able to lower their pulse rate and lower their blood pressure when they're getting ready to squeeze the trigger, because they're shooting a mile away, and they learn to suppress that. Well, those kind of guys are under a great deal of stress, and they learn how to overcome it by learning those techniques. So yours is the backyard with the book and the cigar. Mine is still exercising and the cigar and the book. And other people can be biofeedback or yoga or prayer or whatever.
You know, Dr. Whaley, this has been a really good summer here. We've had a lot of fun. The show is growing every week, every day. We want to thank you. Now, I don't want to make it sound like this is over, because we're going to be over at Blue Jeans, and we're going to have that terrible odor of pizza in the morning, right? Just a terrible odor,
right? Remember I said that the first or second week we were in there, it reminds me of that line from Apocalypse Now. There's no smell like napalm in the morning.
Well, I think what we should do is I think it should be a tradition. We should do back-to-back parties. So, like, this is the party for the last time we're going to be outside until spring. And then next week we should have a pizza party to celebrate moving the show. I could come up with a reason to have a party every week.
You think maybe he'll make some of those things with the pizza dough that he rolled up in the sugar or something that time?
Yes.
Whatever those were. I don't know what you
know
call
what?
them.
You always tell me like 4 things I really need to know, and then you just slip in one thing I don't know if I needed to know.
What was that?
Commando, I didn't need to know.
You didn't need.
Yeah, you always slip in just one thing. I don't know if I
Oh, well, that you've heard of going commando.
Yes,
I mean, it's
did.
got to have
Don't
a
tell me
reason.
again.
That's what it means. That's what it means. Did you know that?
It's usually girls.
Huh? Okay, you did know that.
You stay over there.
Did you know
You're
why?
up next.
Why the word commando?
We've already have some
You were in
yipping
the
from the
military.
audience.
My dad was in Vietnam.
Okay, well that's anyway. that's
Dr.
what
Whaley,
commando
before
means.
we leave, because we're really not pressed for time this morning, we're having a lot of fun. Before we leave, is there anything else medically or anything going on any of these studies or anything medically that you'd like to discuss?
I'd like to say yesterday I wore my flag tie, and I wore a white shirt. You know, and I don't wear white shirts a lot anymore, but I wore that yesterday because they were having that forum last night about running for office. And they had one in Atlanta yesterday also, running for mayor. And they had like 13 or 14, how many they had down there. And that was done all with great, if you read about it or you watch the little clips that were on the news last night, everybody was courteous to one another. The crowd was well behaved. The crowd here at the Fannin High School was for different candidates. They were all well behaved. The candidates, a lot of candidates didn't show. You were going to talk about that later. But the ones that were there dealt with one another on a very cordial and good plane. And then you see those idiots at this football game and stuff. And I actually wore that tie yesterday because I knew that this was going to be American democracy at work, and it was going to be pretty to watch. And you got every bit of it on tape, and I guess you're going to show it, or you showed it live last night.
Yes.
And you'll probably get some clips and show those. But everybody behaved like people ought to behave, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They enjoyed their candidate. They applauded when they heard solutions or a candidate's position, but it was very orderly, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
It was,
well, that's why I wore
It was
my.
coming out and hearing the candidate so you could get the most information to go vote. And that's
right.
what it's supposed to be about.
Yeah, and that's why I wore my white shirt and my flag tie yesterday. I wore it really in honor of the process of running for office, and having a democratic process. And I know that our Congress is screwed up. They can't agree on anything. And the city council screwed up. Everything's screwed up. But yesterday, everybody behaved really well, and that's why I wore it. I knew it was going to be good.
Even I behaved.
You were in a Fannin High School football jersey, whether you remember it or not.
Oh, I got
I
my
know. I
jersey.
just tell you, you were wearing your flag yesterday
Yeah, I was.
for your own reason.
I was wearing my Fannin jersey.
And I dressed that way yesterday with that in mind, and I really thought that the process worked, and it worked in Atlanta yesterday too. With a lot of different types of people running for office. I happen to know one of them fairly well, but it was reassuring to me. The system works, and we're going to be okay.
Thank you, Dr. Whaley, and also thank you, Georgia Cancer Specialist, for sponsoring this segment every Friday morning with Ask the Doc, Dr. William Whaley. If you ever have a question for Dr. Whaley, you could send that to Chief, CHIEF, or right? I got that right. I messed those I's and E's. So Chief at FetcherNews.com.
I before E, except
yeah,
after
exactly,
C.
right?
Yeah.
Chief at FetcherNews.com. Send that to us, or info, INFO, at FetcherNews.com. If you ever had, just put in the top of the subject, Ask the Doc, and we'll get it and put it on the show. Now, don't forget, next week, same time. Can't say same place, though.
Same time, same station.
Same station. Different place, Blue Jeans, but Dr. Whaley will be back with us. Thank you very much,
All
sir.
right.
And we enjoyed the summer, and it's been a great season.
Yep, y'all come back and see us now, you hear?
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's T-E-A-S. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Hey Rebel fans, come visit the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill of Blue Ridge, Fannin County High School's Meet, Eat, and Treat headquarters. Highway 5 in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
We're live.
Hey, folks, if it's noisy out there, it's because it's supposed to be. It's a party. People are starting to show up everywhere. Oh, we got we got a pooch already in the house.
We got two up there.
Oh, we have pooches coming in.
Yipping and barking.
You know, no yipping and barking. This is yipping
and yapping. All right, Ken Gaddis is in the house.
Ken Gaddis is here. We've got balloons. Folks, where are we at?
We're at Sycamore Crossing Friday morning.
Oh, that was your chance. No.
Where are we at?
You want to try it?
No.
You want to try it? You don't want to try it. Folks, we're at Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. We've got Broken Bull, New Blue Home and Gift, Kenty, the Peruvian store, and Tupelo Tea is there. Now you want to get involved?
Tupelo Tea.
I was there. Did you think I'd forget?
No.
Okay.
Hey, you know, we got a song this morning we could do.
Wait a minute. And we're in downtown Blue Ridge. It's a party. Come on down. I'm telling you, we have apples. We have some apple butter. We have Team FYN Sports, Director of Sports. Jason Banks is going to be with us in a minute. We're going to talk a little bit about what's going on tonight around high school football. You hear the yipping?
Yes.
The yipping and the yapping.
And
Apple cider and the beer truck's gone.
Beer truck.
How good a day is it?
So far.
Okay, would you like to get it? This is Rick and this is Bruce. If you haven't met him, would you like to get into your song?
No, I just said, maybe we could do remember the old Bobby Vinton song, Sealed with a Kiss, that starts off, though we gotta say goodbye for the summer. And then we're heading over to Kim's.
Richie, get a picture of us, okay? We want to document this day.
Yeah.
Folks, I'm feeling great. This is our last. We're calling it summer. We know we're last week was summer and the whole thing, but September ends our outdoor. A lot of people have looked at me and said, "Can't you do October here?" It's just a chance,
Yeah.
and Sam and Rose sit over there and shiver and need a jacket and everything. So we're going over to Blue Jeans, and as you know, we'll have to deal with the smell of pizza.
Breakfast pizza.
Breakfast pizza. I think we should have a party next week. You think so?
I think we should do this every weekend.
This is what Friday should be.
That's
right?
it, Friday. Yeah.
The Plaza here, we'll call it the Plaza, where it's really getting busy. You are welcome to come down and join us.
Rolling Thunder.
We have a lot of things going on this morning. Candidates.
On the bets.
Ken Gaddis is going to step in here
we
for
go.
a minute. We got
Rolling Thunder coming through.
motorcycles. Small town America, folks. Visit us in Blue Ridge.
In the mountains.
Bruce, Rick, BKP. We attended last night. We were talking about the Blue Ridge City Council and the mayor candidate forum last night at the Performing Arts Center over here at the high school. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the Fannin County Chamber. They did a great job.
They did.
They did a good job.
It was well orchestrated.
I thought the questions were balanced. There was no direct candidate a certain question went to, and I don't think they ever intended. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were a little slow in the fishbowl. They kind of lost some time in the fishbowl.
Lost some time on
A little slow in the fishbowl.
So what are you giving them, a 97?
Yes.
Okay, 97. Okay, we'll go. Sorry, Chamber. You got 97, but that's good. That plays well here. So
What a beautiful building, too, by the way. That's the first time I've been in
You've
there.
never been in the
No, I have not.
Huh?
Cindy, my wife has, but I have not. And she was right. I mean,
It really is. It's a great location. Yeah. We can have a lot of events. We do all the time there. Okay, candidates. First of all, we have Jane Whaley and Harold Herndon. That was the first up. Mr. Herndon did not show up. He did not attend.
3 no-shows last night.
We're getting to that. Oh. First, stay focused. I'm the one telling somebody to stay focused. First, we had Jane Whaley and Harold Herndon. Harold Herndon's the incumbent. He did not show up last night for whatever reason. How do you think Jane's comments? What do you think of what she had to say? It's Jane Whaley.
For someone to go up first, I mean, it's like on Monday morning when you're supposed to be there with your speech for your 3rd grade class. I don't want to go first.
I agree with you.
It was tough.
I think that. Do you agree?
Yeah, she did very well.
She did.
She was articulate. I think she spoke from the heart, and I think she did very well.
What I look for when every candidate gets up, I look for being authentic, and I love the city. I want to serve you, and I just walk away with that. I love the city, and I want to serve you. I mean, that can box it up for me. But you're right. I want to go first. That was. I want to go first was really. Going first and breaking the ice.
That's
and
tough.
Then the other candidates are out there saying, "Oh, okay, I feel better now that they've gone." So, Jane Whaley, a candidate against Harold Herndon, a no-show, did her questions and her opening and closing. Everything we're talking about, folks, this morning, you can find on FetcherNews.com's Facebook page. We were live last night. You can find it on our YouTube channel, and we'll have it posted on Fetcher News under the politics section. Now, second up, I'm pretty sure second was Angelina Powell.
And Rhonda Thomas.
So what do you think on those two right there?
Rhonda, again, an incumbent. I mean, she knows
she knows the ropes,
the byways, the channels, and knows all the council speak. Angelina Powell, I think, was just sort of a little nervous. I think some of her answers were a little bit mimicking what she heard from Rhonda going before her. So I wasn't that impressed with her.
And you?
Well, I mean, like Bruce said, it's when you haven't run for public office, and even though she served on, I think it was the zoning commission.
Right.
Yeah, you know,
Variance.
the variance, yeah, variance commission. She, Rhonda's been around for 8 years, and she knows the ropes. Like Bruce said, she knows the ins and outs.
I tell you what caught me off, and this is not an approval.
An indictment?
No, this is not an approval of it. It's up to the voters, and I did like how Rhonda Thomas, Council Member Rhonda Thomas, is the incumbent. Understood the question. I'm not trying to be negative. Understood the question, understood what was asked, and understood it was up to the voters. But I was a little caught off guard that it stumped Angelina Powell. She didn't know what a package store is.
Yeah.
I was a little caught off guard.
Maybe she's a teetotaler. Maybe.
Well, I mean, I don't know that, but I was a little caught off guard that she didn't know, what a package store is. And the other thing concerning that is whether you approve or not, Ms. Thomas knew. Ms. Thomas knew that
The procedure,
the citizens, the vote. But I will say this, and it's nothing negative because it's where I get my cigars, so I want to be careful. I don't want, don't want to lose that frequent, not flyer, buyer. I'm a frequent buyer discount down at the package store of my cheap cigars.
good old Big Jim,
Mr.
Big
Jim.
old Jim. But the thing is everybody. When I say everybody, almost every single body that's coming to Blue Ridge or this area for the weekend or a cabin or whatever, they're making a stop 15 miles south.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right?
Rhonda nailed that.
They're
Like
making
there's
a
revenue
stop.
that's not coming.
Oh
here.
my God, there's an enormous amount. They are raking it. I hate to say it like that. Those are friends of mine that own the store down there. I know them, good people. But hey, it's not their fault that Blue Ridge said no.
Yeah.
And they are raking it. You
and to
understand
her,
what I'm saying?
and to her credit, I mean, she focused on the tax
Right.
revenue loss.
And she didn't say it
As
was up to
opposed to,
her
hey, we
to
need-
agree
we
or
need-
disagree. It was up
Right.
to the citizens.
Right.
Yeah.
She said, however, we
Right.
are leaving change on
But
the
that
table.
is that is probably the biggest takeaway for me is that Angelina Powell did not understand package store. It left me a little confused on like what other issues would, I guess, perplex or whatever.
I think she just would be slow on the learning curve, picking up, infrastructure, sewage,
Right.
all those issues, parking.
Let's go to the next one. Last night we had incumbent Angie Arp, the incumbent, Miss Arp, and we had Kenneth Gaddis. Kenneth Gaddis is her opponent. What say you?
Everybody knows Ken this morning. Ken did a good job. He, he came out and told it like it was. I got a beautiful family. He focused on the kids, which I thought was good. He went to the infrastructure, and he went to the same ones that everybody else hits. But I thought it was a really nice touch that he brought the youth in, and let's get them involved because this is the future. We can't leave
Absolutely.
a legacy, a ghost legacy. There's nobody there.
Well,
Yeah, if you don't
Let's see.
prepare the groundwork for the kids of today, young adults and adults of tomorrow to come in and step into our shoes, then you're not doing your job. So I think he was spot on with that approach.
there was 2 or 3 takeaways last night, but I'm gonna give you 2 big highlights that really that I was able to go home and just he drilled down into something, a couple things that were just takeaway points that I don't know how you argue with. Now we talk infrastructure, and we talk infrastructure, and no disrespect, sometimes when somebody says infrastructure, we just all take for granted everybody understands every moving part of that and what it is and everything, and I'm not being negative, okay? But this city, we keep hearing that this city's 100-year-old plus infrastructure, clay pipe from all the above, terracotta pipe, right? We have to do something, right? Mm-hmm. But he made it to where everybody understood it, very clear. And I mean, I can almost quote it. He said, what happens one weekend when we have a major storm, and we all know about the flooding in this city, okay? What happens one weekend we have a major storm, and we've got 4,000 people in the
Or
ci-
40,000.
or 4, well,
For a festival or whatever.
Yeah.
Pick a number.
and we have a major storm come through, and 4,000 people are knee deep in, what was it?
Doo-doo.
Total caca.
Total caca.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? Hey, that brings it home. It's like real. Look, I'm a plumber. I know what I'm talking about. What happens when we have people knee deep in this and they remember it and go? So,
But you know what? He was right. He's more qualified than anybody else out there. No disrespect intended. He's more qualified than anybody else to address those issues.
Yes, a licensed plumber.
Yeah, I mean he's versed in wastewater treatment.
Right.
He's had a
Drainage.
master plumbers.
And there's another thing. He did a very good. He articulated at the very end in his closing, without mentioning his opponent's name, but you know what he was saying.
Yeah.
He said, the same issues were here 4 years ago.
Even 8 years ago.
Yeah, but here 4 years ago. If I had the voting block, like one of the candidates, and we all know out here, I mean, we look at the camera, if you go look at the vote, it's live. Over there, you can go see the vote. I mean, Rodney Kendall and Bruce Pack and Angie Arp, I mean, they had a voting block.
Yep.
Whatever they wanted to do. And he said, if I had a voting block like one of the candidates, and I did not complete any of these things, I won't come back here and ask for your vote again. I wouldn't come, you remember that?
It was almost like a mic drop,
Right.
like boom.
Yeah, the other thing that was really well said was the the tie-in with the tourism, the businesses, and the local residents.
Yes.
I mean, you could visualize that spoke and how each one is interdependent on the other, and without
the businesses, you need the business to bring the visitors and the tourists. They need that. The visitors and the tourists bring tax revenue. The SPLOST comes in, and then that's there. And then the citizens that live in the city are the benefit of the services, and it's a circle.
Yeah.
It all has to work together.
Right.
Well, question to you.
So the separation of do we want visitors? Do we want the downtown? Or it's a circle. Go ahead.
Going back to the kids and all that, with the elementary schools and the high school here, do they get some money from the city besides Fannin County, or is that all funded by Fannin County?
No, your school tax all goes through your property tax in the county.
Okay, so the city doesn't really, with motel tax or bedroom tax, or they don't contribute anything to the high school.
That's all school tax.
No, that's all.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
School board is its own tax.
Okay.
We need to get ready. Okay, because we got pooches there. I mean, I know, folks. I've got
pooches to the left.
Yeah,
pooches to the right.
Stand up, sit down. Five.
Sorry that all the people are in the picture. Now you chill over there. Yipping and wolfing. Didn't like the last answer. Okay, we're gonna. All right, we gotta move along. We gotta move along. Next.
Well, we didn't talk anything about Angie, which is not fair. I mean, we focused on
okay,
Ken.
go. Well,
I mean, Angie's the incumbent, and she seemed a little. I don't know.
High pitched.
What's that?
Kind of high pitched. Like I think there was some stress.
Yeah. There was a lot of body language there that didn't look like she was comfortable.
Yeah,
And it was,
she was sort of speaking haltingly, like she wasn't, able
Only
to get her
thing I
thoughts
figured
together.
out, I mean, sometimes sometimes I just say stuff. The only thing I figured out last night is what happened in the last 4 years is the past.
Yeah.
She put a swing set downtown, and she wants to open an indoor pool so seniors can jazzercise. That's the only thing I picked up.
Indoor pool is kind of like, what?
I mean, what?
Really?
I heard that 4 or 5. That was my takeaway from Angie's portion. Was Miss Harp's portion was that the indoor pool.
Yeah, the only thing is I couldn't get the visual of you showing up in the big trunks and the beach ball saying, "Is everybody
No, the two-piece.
Well, I mean, it's
set.
so odd. It's almost. Well, I understand swimming is a great exercise and all that, and
move
being
along.
able to do it.
Do you see the person that's telling me all kinds of stuff over there?
I think the outdoor pool, and improving that whole recreational area around the city park is probably a much smarter route to travel.
We got post 4. Post 4. We had 2 no-shows, which were interesting.
Post 4 and 5.
We should talk about them. We had poor Jan Hackett was running around. Where are my other candidates? Where are my other candidates? And what she figured out was that.
Did you move on without me?
Absolutely. They saw the
said
format.
4 and 5. We got to get there.
Okay.
They saw the format and said, "That's not for me." I'm
Next
outta
up,
here.
Nathan Fitz.
No,
against
Robbie Cornelius.
Next up, Robbie Cornelius, just for Bruce, whatever. Okay, Robbie Cornelius, next up.
Well, I go back to
Robbie Cornelius is running against Mike Jacobs.
Yeah, didn't show.
Didn't show.
Then we went
Robbie
right.
did. Mike didn't.
Robbie Cornelius showed up, but
Yeah,
Mike
but
didn't.
then we went right to post 5. Nathan Fitz versus Stewart.
David Stewart.
David Stewart didn't show.
David Stewart didn't show. But how did you like Nathan's?
Nathan was great. I mean, he's so at ease. Yeah, but you know, he's kind of been in the spotlight. Everybody knows him.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Robbie. Apparently, Robbie's got a very, very strong following with all the time that she spent at the tax office and in the public eye.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I
think
think
they're
Robbie.
both very, very. They will be very well received in different ways.
Robbie did a good job, and Nathan. This is just a serious. Nathan wins on personality.
Yeah.
But
break
no,
a leg.
no, right? He comes up and he said, "Everybody told me when I said I was going to run for office, break a leg, and here you go."
He maybe has an advantage, I think, with personality, but I mean, his vision for the future, I think, is really solid.
No,
And
I was
dialed
getting
in.
ready to say
It
his
wasn't fluff.
actual. No.
Yeah.
His actual delivery on the issues were very articulate, and I understood. I felt like I understood what he wanted to do.
Well, he was spot on
Did
with
you agree?
Yeah.
with the legal fees that have been spent.
Folks, I said we're having a party. They're everywhere.
Hey,
It's okay.
It's a party.
you asked.
We got to take a break. We got to get somebody else in. We're going to do the mayor candidates a little later in the show. You
in the
guys
B
are not
block
going
here.
anywhere?
No, we're not.
No.
You're going to be around?
For a bit.
Okay, try to behave. We'll be right back, folks.
Hang on.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. we're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
And we're live.
Hey folks, we're back, and I'm BKP, and yes, the yipping and barking is the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. That wasn't you.
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
But that's the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. They are here. I think we got a dozen dogs. We're at Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge. It is a party. We can prove it now because Messrs. Orchards has just showed up. We have these addictive... Rita, how are you? Sorry, I should have introduced you.
I am totally good because I'm with you this morning.
I have Rita here, marketing and training. There's a lot of people that when you showed up and it said training, they were like, thank God somebody finally helped me out. But we have Rita here this morning, and what are these?
These are our donut holes, and donuts are our third most popular seller in our bakery. So I figure if you do the holes, it's a little less calories and you can eat a lot more.
So let me put that, let me circle that around. You could tell yourself
Right.
it's okay.
Always.
You can always tell, and you can feel good about it.
Absolutely.
It's just a little less.
And they are so worth the calories.
Folks, it is a party. If you come down now, we're at Sycamore Crossing in downtown Blue Ridge. If you come down now, you could try these donut holes from Messrs. Orchard. And also we have cider this morning. Now, I told you, when I sent word, and I wanted you guys to be here because we appreciate you so much down there, no hard cider, because I know this crew around here. You didn't bring anything, right?
Not this go round.
Not.
Maybe another time.
Okay, because I was concerned if you see this crew around here, a couple of the hard cider.
Yeah.
But this is not our hard cider. This is your traditional apple cider from Messrs. Orchard. Tell us a little bit about your cider.
All right, our cider is made fresh, straight from the apple to the jug. No extra sugar, no extra preservatives. So it's a lot more healthy than apple juice for children, which is loaded with sugar. And we make this daily on site. We're very proud of our product line. Of course, we have muscadine, red cherry, peach, you name the other ciders, we have them, but our most #1 popular is our apple cider.
Now, something you said, I guess it's a press, but you make the cider right there on site.
Yes, we do, and we're the only orchard in the area that has those capabilities, so we're proud of that. And we process fresh cider, and the cider we have this morning is pasteurized, which means the shelf life is a lot longer. And until you crack the seal, it will stay on your shelf for a couple of years, just as fresh as it was when it was bottled. And once you crack the seal, keep it refrigerated, and it lasts for about 30 days, but it won't last that long because it's too good.
Folks, Messrs. Orchard, right here in Blue Ridge, take a left. If you're 515 north, take a left down Highway 5. Trust me, you won't miss it on the left-hand side. Now, it's a busy time of the year. This is I am so glad that you were able to break away for a couple minutes. I know you got to get back because you guys are swamped over there, getting into October, changing of the leaves,
Yes.
apples, What all's happening over there for people to come visit?
Well, this weekend, for example, we have music. We have you pick apples. At Mercier's, we have over 50 varieties of fresh apples. And I always say we grow them with 3 L's, and that's land, labor, and a lot of love. They're much different, and the shelf life is much longer than what you will find at the grocery store. So we'll take people out on the wagon and up in the farm this weekend. They can pick their own and enjoy some music and enjoy some kettle corn and the wonderful market that we have filled with homemade fudge, our bakery, of course, and you can start your early Christmas shopping at our market as well.
You know, Rita, we could take up so much time because you guys have so many things going on out there. You can come have breakfast.
Yes. And on the weekends, we have a breakfast buffet from 7 to almost noon, Saturdays and Sundays, and it's the best breakfast in town. You will never leave hungry at Mercier's.
But, you know, traditionally, we all get used to, and we all get focused into this beautiful North Georgia mountains weather this time of year. It's a beautiful, cool morning here, and going to the orchard. But Mercier's is a year-round orchard, is it not?
We are. Unlike a lot of local apple orchards, we are open 7 days a week from 7 till 6. We're diversified. Our farm is the largest apple orchard in the state of Georgia, and we're very diversified. So in the spring, you can come and pick strawberries. Then we go into blueberries and blackberries, peaches, nectarines, and over 50 varieties of apples. So with our diversity of fruit and product line, we're able to stay open and thrive year-round.
I need to place an order. Are the Honey Crisp in?
The Honey Crisp have come and gone. We have Crimson Crisp, which is
I didn't ask you that.
A sister to
I didn't ask you nothing
Honey
about
Crisp.
no Crimson.
However, Brian, we do have Honey Crisp apple butter.
That could work.
Okay.
That could
All
work.
right.
Okay, we'll move to Plan B.
Okay.
Rita, thank you so
My
much.
pleasure.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Mercier's Orchard, for sending up these donut holes. Come by and try them. We're at Sycamore Crossing right here in downtown Blue Ridge. Come by and try these and try some cider. And we do have some apples over there on the table. And our entire staff here is here to say hello. And we got a lot of yipping and woofing because we got the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. And I don't know what we're doing next because it's a party. Come down and say hello. Thank you, Rita. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
The Tupelo Tea Mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's T-E-A-S. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Hey Rebel fans, come visit the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill of Blue Ridge, Fannin County High School's Meet, Eat, and Treat headquarters. Highway 5 in Blue Ridge. Proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Three, two, and we're live.
I'm sorry, I'm eating an apple. What'd you expect after that last segment, huh?
Good.
I'm here with Jason Banks. You gotta give me just a second. Give me a second.
Take your time.
Sorry, that was very rude. But if you want an apple, come on down. We're at Sycamore Crossing here in downtown Blue Ridge. It's a party. We're going to be doing our Humane Society of Blue Ridge segment right after our sports segment here. We've had people here. Sears Orchard just left. We've talked about City Council. We had Ask the Doc. And now it's time, Team FYN Sports, because what is it? It is Fetch Football Friday. And I have with me now in the studio, this is a nice studio, isn't it?
I like it. Yeah.
The director of Team FYN Sports, Jason Banks. Jason, how you doing?
Great.
High school football Friday night, crisp mountain air. Can you beat it?
It's awesome.
There's
nothing like it.
Nothing like being on that sideline.
It's the best seat. We don't sit down, for 4 hours, but it's the best spot to be.
Well, I know it when I get to the car and headed home. I'm like, whoa, that was a long night. But the adrenaline of that game, I don't think nothing of it. Let's go around a little bit tonight. Let's go around a couple of the games. And Jason, I want you to go over a couple of the matchups. Union County's the Union County Panthers coming off a pretty tough loss to Greater Atlanta Christian, coming off a pretty tough loss, and they're headed over to take on the East Hall Vikings, which the lowest score on the board for the East Hall Vikings is 42.
Right.
Out of 5 games now.
Right.
All right, so they put points on the board. We do know the Union Panthers quarterback Cole Wright will not be starting tonight.
Right.
And a couple other guys were banged up a little bit last week. So what do you make of that matchup?
I expect that East Hall will take advantage of the injuries. I think Union is a pretty good football team, and they'll hang in there, But East Hall, they're probably going to finish second in the region.
Well, the thing with Brian Allison, the head coach up there, he does a good job of getting the next level to step up. He has a next level now. Obviously, they're not the starters and they're not maybe the seniors, but he does get them playing time. So when they have to step up, they're not so fresh that they don't have any playing time.
Sure, I would expect that they're going to be ready, as ready as they can be. And those guys that they've seen some time on the field, but they're going to be amped up because they're coming off a loss, and they're not going to want to lose 2 in a row. But East Hall is just so good. I mean, it's going to be a good game no matter what.
Folks, that background noise, it's a party here. You want to come down and say hello. Apples, donut holes, cider. Next matchup. Let's just stay with GAC. I mean, I don't know what to say. They're coming up tonight. Your Fannin Rebels, 7:30, right over here, home game. We're going to have GAC traveling from Norcross up here, Greater Atlanta Christian. What do you make of this matchup?
I expect that the coaches here at Fannin County are going to be getting their guys as amped up and pumped up for the game as they possibly can. I think the Rebels are going to come out swinging. They'll probably be real aggressive, especially on defense. But from what we've seen of Greater Atlanta Christian, one of the best schools in the state, possibly the best school in the state as far as football goes.
We talked about that the other night with Coach Pavo. You remember you brought up there's only one team. It was somewhere out west that beat these guys.
Valor Christian in Colorado, the top football program in the state of Colorado over all classifications. Right, they beat them by 4.
Right.
So it's no joke. I mean, these
Greater Atlanta Christian D1 players, running back already they're committed to Clemson, and
they're good.
What does Fannin do? Because there's a lot of football to play in the region left. So what do they do? Just protect themselves for 4 quarters? I don't want to make it out there, folks, that you Fannin Rebel fans that you don't stand a chance. I mean, that's not right. I would never say that. But you know what I'm saying. You got to be real with who's coming to town.
We would love to be wrong on this one.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't it be awesome?
Yeah.
I mean, and it's possible. I mean, the coaches have probably watched more game film Greater Atlanta Christian than any of the other games prior to tonight. So I would expect they're going to be as prepared as they possibly can be. And we've got good athletes here. I mean,
let's go to one more matchup tonight, going down 5:15, and I'm going to take the lead on this if you don't mind. Please. We have Gilmer Bobcats are headed down to take on the Pickens Dragons. We know the Bobcats are 0-5. We know they're at a total rebuilding. I mean, that's it, total rebuilding this year. The program 0-5, going down to Pickens. Pickens is a solid, strong team.
Right.
120 kids on the sideline. Gilmer's got 43. But the one thing about it is, it's such a rivalry. It's one of the number 1 rivalries in the state of Georgia, one of the hottest, and it's such a rivalry. Even if you're 0-5, you're still playing with passion.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
An upset is possible. It's always possible. That's why they play the game, right? They don't just forfeit. I would say, personally, I would challenge anyone that goes to Gilmer High School that has thought about playing football to go out for football next year, right? Because he needs athletes. But as far as just talking about tonight goes, it's David and Goliath out there, man. I mean,
yeah,
it's David and Goliath.
We've got a couple. Now the last one, I'm going to head over tonight, folks. I'm going to head over to Andrews and watch the Murphy Bulldogs play Andrews over there, and it's a backyard brawl. They're 10 miles apart, and it's a backyard brawl. Andrews, Cherokee County, North Carolina, and the Murphy Bulldogs. But I don't see Andrews being much of a competition for the Bulldogs tonight.
Say probably give up 50.
Right.
Yeah, Murphy going to run right all over him, and Andrews, they actually played Fannin pretty well, despite not scoring. And they lost it here, I think, 26-0. But no, Murphy's they'll win that one.
Anything in the sporting world in football that you're paying attention to on the high school side?
Naturally we pay most attention to local here. I have a special interest in Region 7, 3A, but we also look at some of the 4A schools too. So just basically the games that we talked about. I think Dawson County is going to be a team to kind of keep an eye on in the region too. It'll be interesting to see.
That's going to be a good game.
Yeah, it'll be a great game. And I mean, personally, I like being wrong whenever I pick my
but
teams.
Dawson, folks, Dawson County's playing their first region game at home against North Hall.
Right, against North Hall, and Dawson barely lost to White County, good 4A school.
45-42 or something like that.
Yep, that's right. So I'm looking forward to seeing Dawson play Fannin and Union later this season. But
I think the Dawson matchup tonight, and I think this region is really starting to get moving. On the 4A side, in that I think it's Quad A Region 6.
Right.
Ridgeland, folks. Ridgeland, I was shocked last week. I know they have the team. I know Coach Shankersley has the team. But I was a little shocked last week that they took on Northwest Whitfield, which has some solid D1 players already committed, and rolled over them, I think, 47-7 or something like that.
Yeah, 5-0 now. I mean, who's going to beat them?
Right. You know? They're the team to beat.
Yeah.
Jason, I appreciate you stopping by. We're having a party. This is Jason Banks, Team FYN Sports. It is Fetch Football Friday. That means tonight, follow us on Twitter at Team FYN Sports for all of your sideline update coverages. Jason, myself, RJ, Kirsten up there in Union will all be out tweeting tonight on what's going on. And also, if you would like to be a part of Team FYN Sports, we are looking for sideline reporters. We're looking for reporters that can do softball, upcoming basketball, a little bit of everything, right?
Right.
So if you are looking to be a reporter in sports, Jason would like to work with you now, right?
That's right, yeah.
Right, looking for people.
Yep.
Get in touch with us, info at fetchernews.com, and tell us you're interested in being a sports reporter and working with Jason right here, the director of Team FYN Sports. Thanks a lot. You ready for tonight?
Ready.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll be right back, and yes, it's time. We're going to try to get these mutts together. Well, I don't mean the people, okay? We're going to try to get our mutts all together in a line, and we're going to line them up and try to talk to all of them. Humane Society of Blue Ridge right after this.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 Or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. We're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Two.
Hey, I'm your host, BKB, and we're here at Sycamore Crossing here in downtown Blue Ridge. We promised you a party. You know, you always wonder what happens at home when you leave. You leave all these doggies by themselves and they have a party. Well, we're having one. We're here with the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. You have met, I think we've met Rena, each and every one of these dogs at one time, most of them.
Except for Ziggy.
Ziggy's no?
Ziggy went to a hospital. Ziggy has not been to a hospital.
Ziggy's the one we can use.
That's correct.
Is he on? Oh, I know we can go there. All right, now wait a minute. Richie, let's go over here. Can you see? Just pan over here, Richie. We have them in a lineup. We have them in a line. Get in the hall. Look at this, folks. The Humane Society of Blue Ridge is a beautiful dog. And one more thing, we always highlight our pet of the week, and we call it the star of the show. There's another thing we want to do today, this morning, is we want to show you all of these great volunteers.
Yes.
Okay? That is what we want to, that's what we really want to do this morning. We want to start over here. Look, there's so many people that volunteer at the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, and that's what you're seeing today, and that's one of the reasons we wanted them to come out and bring all of the dogs. Put your tongue back again. That's not polite. You're on live TV. You could act like you're interested. You're quite a chill. How long have you been in town? Huh? How long have you been in town?
That's Rusty. Rusty has been here before. He's been with us almost a year.
Almost a year?
And he's a really good dog. He loves being outside. He loves to play.
We'll get over there to you in a minute.
He does love to play. He's right about 2 years old. Almost 2 years, not quite. And like I said, he's been with us since February. He's been with us almost as long as Miles. But Rusty's a really good dog. He rides pretty good in the car. He's a little nervous today. He's not quite sure what's going on. But he's still learning to help. And this is Carolyn.
Carolyn, are you a volunteer? You work?
This is a combination of workers and volunteers. And Carolyn's the one that's usually there by herself when I'm here.
Rusty is looking at me like, you're talking to me. Okay, let's, who's making all the noise over here?
Remember Daytona. That's Daytona.
How are you? Are you sitting down?
Daytona came to us from DeKalb County. She's a lab mix. She's a good
who's over here?
This is Rainy.
You still picking me up over there? Okay.
This is Rainy. Rainy was here. Well, you know Rainy? Yeah. Rainy volunteers with us. I'm sorry, the tennis employee with us. Rainy is a puppy. She's right at almost 5 weeks old. She's 25 months old. She's a lab mix. She's actually very playful. She's doing quite well. She likes riding in the car. She does have a speech. She has not been spayed yet. That will be as she's more training and stuff. She's excited to sit and lay down and walk well on the leash. And our volunteers like Ricky and Steve and Mary and Mary. This is Miles. Miles is a lab mix. This is one of our volunteers, Steve. Miles is a lab mix. He has been with us for a year. As you can tell, he's a big dog. A fenced-in yard is definitely great for Miles. He is 2 years old, I believe. And he's just a wonderful dog. He loves to ride in a vehicle. He loves playing. He sits on a picnic table and just enjoys his time. And he loves his humans. So Miles is definitely looking for a companion. And other dogs will have to do a meet and greet. He's iffy with other dogs, so that's always a meet and greet.
Okay, you're a showstopper. You just remember. Let's go over this list.
This is Augie.
Yes, I remember you, Augie. Oh, gosh, you settled down.
Augie's,
They all remember me.
They do, don't they? Yes, they do.
Augie, come on.
Augie has been with us just a few months. Find his paperwork. He's right
You don't
about
have paperwork.
He's right about 6 months old. He just got neutered this week, so he's pretty much ready to go. He's I'm sorry, he does have pre-adoption on him. I forgot about that.
Oh, okay.
So he does have a family that is looking to adopt him. They were waiting on him to be neutered, and they were going to come back and get him. So they are still interested, but he's a wonderful little dog, and he does have a good home coming.
Augie, we wish you well. All right, what are you doing? What are you doing?
This is Piper. We've had Piper on the show before. Piper is just a little over a year. She's we're not quite sure, Australian mix. As you can tell, she loves belly rubs. She loves to play. Definitely a meet and greet with another dog. She rides good in the car. She doesn't mind riding in the car. This is our volunteer Mary, and this is our volunteer Betty. And as I said, without our wonderful volunteers, the dogs will not be able to have the training that they have, and I definitely will not be able to leave without them holding these dogs to each other.
Are we still good over there? Oh, we're back to you.
This is Ziggy. This is little Ziggy. He's 10 pounds. He's somewhere between 2 and 4 years old. This is his foster Charmaine is taking care of Ziggy for us until we can find him a home. He really loves being with a human, and at the shelter he was a little bubbly, not that we don't play with him, but he really wants to have companionship. And Charmaine has 2 other little dogs that he just got along with really well. So while he's in foster, he's playing wonderfully with little dogs and a cat. So we know that Ziggy's good with dogs and cats. And he's just, according to Charmaine, he is just really well house trained. He's a great dog. He wants to go to sleep. He's got a little bit of bed to sleep.
Again, folks, this is the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. And you know, every week we say this is the star of the show. But this is, look at the lineup here, okay? This is, the reason we wanted to do this morning is if you put down the Humane Society of Blue Ridge, you can look at all of these dogs and several cats. They have a great intake program, and the intake program, the intake program is how many days?
15 days in the intake program, and that is to make sure that they do not have any diseases straight up to our general population. They will stay in intake for 14 days. They will be fully vetted. They will be sprayed and neutered, microchipped when you adopt them, and the adoption fees are $3. They're open Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 to 5. Saturday is 10 to 2. We are closed Sundays and Tuesdays. You can call us at 706-632-4357. Follow us on Facebook to see the new dogs that come out, any adoptions that have been made. If someone's lost or found a dog, we also try to post that. And go to our website at humanesocietyblueridge.org, and you can put in volunteer papers and what volunteer, like you want to volunteer to. And there's where you'll find the adoption form, fill out the pre-adoption on whatever dog you'd like to see. If you do have a pet that require a meet and greet, and if you have kids, always get to the kids to make sure that the dogs and the kids get along well.
Thank you very much again. Thank you, each and every one of you volunteers. We appreciate you. We love our pet of the week. You're awful noisy. You're getting to go somewhere. Calm down. Folks, we're going to take a brief break. These guys are welcome to hang around. I don't know when they have to wait to get back. They're welcome to hang around after the show.
The Girl Scouts came Sunday to earn their information badge, and I forgot to mention that I appreciate them being there at a shelter. They were able to look at dogs, that they were able to get their information badge because of the visit and some lessons and things like that. They also donated to bandanas. They come as wearing one, and
Okay, well, let's not
I
forget.
think Brady. Oh yeah, Brady's wearing one. So they did donate to the bandanas for our pets too, and I want to thank them very much for visiting our shelter. Congratulate them on earning their information badge and the wonderful thing.
One more thing, I almost got, I don't know what the number is. Number one,
Oh yeah.
I was pointing at me, and also Falls in the Park.
Also, Mark will come up October.
Yeah, you can find it on our website.
All of our dogs, except for the Fridays, will be all in the park. So the one out in the dust, the one cold,
Falls in the Park. You bring your dog, and you bring all the way down here, hundreds of dogs. You can let the people join them. Hundreds of dogs, we got all kinds of events that day. It's really a great day. Come down to the whole family and just take your dog for a walk
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff. Broken Bull, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing, is locally owned and operated. Our Simply Noel selection is the largest around. We have a great selection of unique clothing and several lines to choose from for men and women. We carry a beautiful variety of handmade jewelry from Blessed Be and others. All kinds of gifts, starting to carry shoes this fall as well. Come visit us on your next trip to Blue Ridge. We can't wait to meet you at Broken Bull, located in downtown Blue Ridge.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge, we have your new house in stock.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East Ellijay. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Be sure to check out New Blue Home and Gift, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Find us on Twitter at New Blue Home. Everything beautiful for your home or a special gift can be found at New Blue Home and Gift. Call us today at 706-455-3873 or visit us at 531 East Main Street, Suite 103 in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. We're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Hey, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. If it seems like I'm yelling into the mic, that's because I'm yelling into the mic. But we are here at Sycamore Crossing. We have a delivery truck back here, which that's okay. It's small town USA. It's Blue Ridge. They make deliveries on Friday mornings here. We have the Broken Bull, New Blue Home and Gift, Kinty the Peruvian Store, and Tupelo Tea, and Kenneth Gaddis.
Yes.
How are you doing?
Doing good, Brian. Thanks for having me this morning.
Give me that back.
It's about 3 hours you're going to be here, Brian.
Give me that.
Your nerves. Your nerves.
Where did you? You are smooth.
I'm saying, I just want you to stay calm. Just stay calm.
I can spot a shot.
I got you.
Hey, folks, it is a party down here at Sycamore Crossing. We're not done. We have another hour. We're going to 11 o'clock. We have donut holes. We have cider. We have apples. We have dogs from the Humane Society. We have visitors. Mr. Gaddis, last night you're a candidate for City Council here in Blue Ridge. What post are you running for?
I am running for post 3.
Okay, last night the Fannin County Chamber held a forum, and first and foremost, I think the Chamber did an outstanding job.
The Chamber put on an excellent, is just good timing and everything. Also, I mean, the Chamber always does a great event. Anytime it's business after hours or anything, they represent Fannin County really well. Fannin County should be honored for the Chamber and all the hard work that they do.
Last night, your opponent is currently Councilwoman Angie Arp is your opponent, and last night the two of you were set up to ask questions. How do you think that went?
I think that went well. I know there's a lot of people, being new to the political race. A lot of people don't know me. I got to meet a lot of people last night that came up and shook my hand. So I think it went well. She, talked about everything that she done. And, with the council done a lot of things, but basically we both introduced ourselves and we laid out our plans for Blue Ridge for the future.
Well, saying that, now last night, there's so many things come up, from parking to infrastructure, but the list goes on and on. When we got to infrastructure, let me just be clear. Give me a little background. You own a plumbing company. You know a little bit about pipes, to say the least.
I'm a Master 2 state licensed plumber here in Georgia, which is an unrestricted license. I understand the sizing of stormwater, drain water, sewer water, potable water systems, and the maintenance that it takes to make sure that they're running properly. Installation is one thing, but the maintaining it, the maintenance is very crucial to it. Our storm drains are very large and then go down to a smaller size and then go to a bigger size, which can cause a lot of headache in backing up here in the city. And not just downtown, but we also have, ditches that I've talked with customers throughout like Church Street that just, sometimes get neglected through maintenance, through possibly understaffing. But I'm just here to help keep the citizens and the residents and the businesses from future flooding issues in the best way that I can.
But it's something that has to be dealt with.
Oh, it has to be dealt with first. It's nice to see, the roads paved and everything, but when I can go stand on a freshly paved road and look at City Hall and know that the water lines are going to have to be replaced here in a month, so that road has to be cut right back up, I just don't think that's a good steward of the taxpayers' money.
So let me get this right, because you're actually, I think you're breaking something to me that I may not be aware of, and maybe the citizens and the voters are not aware of. Are you saying, with all of the new surface that we're seeing around town, now these are my words, folks, it's not the candidate, I call it the election new surface paving, okay?
Yes.
Election season new surface, but there's some of that has to be torn up?
Yes. Sometimes it's kind of like, they say the reason we need a city manager is because they know who to answer to. A city manager would know that, we can't pave that road because we have water lines coming through here. The issue that we have as a city that's growing larger is you kind of put the cart before the horse. You can't do that. You can't pave a road knowing the water system's got to be put in. Yeah, it's election. You want to beautify everything. That's great. But good stewards of the taxpayers' money is what we're here to do. I don't like seeing wasted money like that. It makes me frustrated, and the citizens also are frustrated with this.
I need to close here. We're having a party. We still got a lot of stuff going on. But my last thing is I want to follow up on something you said last night, because I want to know what you meant. I mean, some people will ask, do you support term limits? Some people will ask that question. But you went a little different direction, and you said with all of these issues that have to be handled in the city, and if you had 4 years and a voting block that could get these things done, if you didn't do it, you wouldn't even come back and ask for the vote again.
No,
I mean, am I right?
You are correct. I said that last night, and I stand by that. For 4 years, these candidates had the same thing they were talking about 4 years ago. And one candidate in particular had 2 additional votes that could vote on anything they could have done, and telling the citizens that they would take care of the infrastructure and the parking. And here we are 4 years later with 60 less parking spots through downtown. Actually is stepping backwards, and we don't need to step backwards. We need to step forwards on that.
So, my words again, are you making a commitment that if elected, if you have the cooperation, everybody working together, unified on these issues, if you can't get something resolved, you won't even come back and ask for the citizens to...
I will feel I failed Blue Ridge if I can get the votes and I can't get this infrastructure corrected or get a parking plan in place to where it's moving forward at least. Infrastructure's first. It's got to be first.
Well,
but if I can get the block, I promise you I will not ask for re-election. I'll be ashamed.
Thank you. That's Kenneth Gaddis. Kenneth Gaddis is running for City Council of Blue Ridge. What post again?
Post 3. And Brian, I'd like to make just a gentleman's bet with you.
You never know with this show. That's why it says anything goes.
Anything goes, Brian.
You have me nervous, but okay, go ahead.
I like catching people off guard. Brian, if I win this nomination, I ask that Brian Pritchard shave his head into a buzz cut. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Mr. Brian out there, but BKP, I ask that if I win this election, would you be willing to shave your head?
Well, see, there's folks that's been asking me about my hair, and it's my peaceful protest. Can I get back to you on
Well,
that?
you get back to me on that, BK.
What's the challenge? I mean, he dropped it right there. Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, let me get back to you on that. You have... Go to break.
Anything
Thank
goes.
you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey folks, we're back and we're at Sycamore Crossing in downtown Blue Ridge on Main Street here, and it's been a party all morning long. Good morning with BKP and all of our friends. I'm now joined by Greg Irwin. Greg, how are you doing today?
Doing pretty good, Brian.
Where do you play locally here?
Yeah, I play all over Blue Ridge and LJ, down at Trio, down at the Last Stop, every Monday down there with the Last Stop sessions. Play at a lot of the vineyards here in LJ and Blue Ridge and all over North Georgia.
What are you going to play for us this morning?
I'm going to play an old church song that we actually did a video of back around May.
Folks, Greg Irwin, take it away, Greg. It's all yours.
All right.
Enjoy it.
Where I used to live, the grass was so high it covered the door, and someone across the street said, "Who did you want to see?" Where they're gone now, they don't live there anymore. 'Cause there's somewhere around God's throne, somewhere around God's throne. I'll keep searching until I can join them. Oh, join them somewhere around God's throne. Well, I went back to the church where I used to pray. The preacher was still there. He met me at the door. He said, "I know just who you are, and I know who you're looking for. Where they're gone now, they don't come here anymore. 'Cause there's somewhere around God's throne, there's somewhere around God's throne. So I'll keep searching until I can join them. Oh, join them somewhere around God's throne. I'll keep searching until I can join them. Oh, join them somewhere around God's throne. Right. Somewhere around God's throne.
Folks, Greg Irwin, thank you very much. You want to stick around, take us out today?
Hang out with y'all for a little while.
Where are some of the places you play, Greg?
I play regularly at the Last Stop down here in Blue Ridge, the Trio in Blue Ridge, River Street Tavern. Was at Mad Life Studios last night for a Battle of the Bands down in Woodstock. We got second, so we're going on to the finals.
He's the host of the most exclusive Songwriters Forum every Monday night right here in Blue Ridge.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Last
awesome.
Stop sessions every Monday. Starts at 8, goes at 11. And anyway, we did get second Battle of the Bands at Mad Life Studios last night, me and my band, and we'll be back down there November 30th for semifinals.
Greg Irwin, folks, we're going to take a brief break. We're going to go to a short one, Richie, not an extended. When we come back, we're going to have Rick and Bruce in. They all get a final thought. They won't leave because they said we didn't get to do our final thought. So they all get, both Rick and Bruce get a minute for a final thought, and then we're going to have some of the business owners here and a business downtown. It's a friend of ours I want you to meet before we close today. Take us a break, Richie.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Two, one, and we're live.
And we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. This is, we're at Sycamore Crossing. I'm a little exhausted, man. It's a 3-hour party.
Those dogs wore you out, didn't they?
Yeah, that was quite a party.
When you have all that cider, I mean, it just...
Cider, I mean, it's like a sugar high. And
got that apple.
And you got another apple.
donut holes. Excellent.
Folks, we want to thank B.J. Reese Apple House. We want to thank Aaron, Family Apple House. Aaron's Family Orchard there brought apples. We're going to have pictures of that. We got pictures of all of that on there on social media. Because you know what? You've been telling me what to do for 3 hours. It's about time I tell you what to do for once. Just once today. You get it?
I got it. Hey, I'm on her side.
Hillcrest. You're on whose side?
I'm on her side.
Folks, we've had so much fun at this party. We want to thank Greg Irwin that just played a song for us. I can't even remember. We started with Dr. Whaley. We've had Messrs. Orchards in here having a great time, and we're going to be talking to the owners of Broken Bull in just a minute. Rick and Bruce, you know these guys. I've really enjoyed. This was our breakout season, right? This was our breakout season, right?
You think we'll get renewed?
Yeah. What will the execs upstairs
What's
say?
this going to cost?
Just another 12-week extension, please.
Folks, in the next couple of weeks, if you don't see them, that means we're having contract disputes.
I won't be here next week. I'm going down to Baton Rouge.
Oh, boy, reruns again.
Yeah,
already on the road.
Reruns.
Okay, we
on the road again,
folks. World Series predictions. Richie wanted those.
Well, you know where I'm going with that.
Where?
I couldn't even believe how the season ended. Cubs. Cardinals. Cubs clinch in St. Louis. Then what do they do the next night in the fourth game of the 4-series set? 2-1. Cubs. Bottom of the ninth. 2 outs. Guy hits a drill to center field. Center fielder goes up over the wall, catches the ball. Cubs win 2-1. Cardinals stay home. Colorado Rockies go to the playoffs.
And you?
I'm a Cubs
Holy
fan.
cow, Cubs win again.
Cub fan.
Okay, folks, this is the time where I must reveal to you. All those times last year, every once in a while I'd say, this is for the Cub fan And I'd say, Fan, this was him.
That'd be me.
Hey, you know what?
What am I, chopped liver?
I'll get to you in a minute. You know, I've gone 32 years. In 32 years of my life. Don't look at me that way. Anyhow.
I'm trying to figure out when that 32 started. How old were you when it started?
Easy.
What career did you come out of? Anyway.
This guy takes me, we got to write it in the books, 2017, a memorable year. He takes me to the first baseball game I've ever gone to in my entire life. I've been to many. World Series, playoffs, never, not one pitch. Not one pitch. Boom, not a pitch. Went home.
Raindrops.
Had a hot dog and went home.
Hey. Yeah, but you had my twins.
Yes,
my twin grandsons were there.
Yes, and they were eating their M&Ms. But yes,
Easton
we went down.
Masons.
We went down. I at least could say I went to SunTrust Park, right?
You did.
I did, and I had good seats for the rain.
We had great seats.
We had great seats at
Well, I
SunTrust.
tell you what, if you wanted to see a
watch
car
the
come
rain.
out, we were right there.
Yeah, I could tell you how those guys rolled up, rolled out, rolled up.
Roll it back.
Okay, so we've done our World Series predictions.
Well, you haven't. You haven't given me a prediction.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get involved in this one.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'll hold that one. I'll hold
Going
that one.
Swiss on us.
I got no.
Going Swiss on us.
Yes, I'm neutral. I'm going to go with the Cubs, okay?
Yes.
All right.
It's a 3. All right, you.
How about this?
Hey, it's his turn.
Give me Vaughn.
Yeah.
Well, it's my turn for what?
Give him the heater, Ricky.
That's right. Just a bit
Fire.
outside.
Rocket fire down the tube. My turn for what?
Just anything.
Oh, last thoughts, I thought? You know?
Yeah.
Okay, last thoughts. It's going to happen next year. Are going to be able to drive in Saudi Arabia.
Meep, meep.
We're making progress here.
It's the women that drive in the U.S. that concern me.
Hey, I'm just saying, that's a breakthrough. Soon they'll be throwing the burqas off, and, you know, it'll be a whole new world.
Most women drive better than I do. I know you didn't just say that. Most women drive better than I do. I understand. I mean, trust me, look at the front of my car.
Yeah, when are you going to get that?
I know
car
I do not. I do not have any right to talk about a woman driving. Okay, that's what you had?
That's it.
That was your big, that was it?
Yeah,
Okay, that's a season closer? I mean, what is to get them to tune in next week?
Stay tuned for tax reform, okay?
right.
Thank you. Now we're getting into this.
Before we go there, here's a guy with a beautiful maroon Honda with Larry's Body Shop.
Easy.
And I want to tell you, this guy's been a sponsor from day one. He said, Brian, please bring your car in. Get the front remasked. Nope. He doesn't have time. He's running to 10 counties.
Hey, what, you know, Gaddis comes here, he puts me on the spot, he throws down a challenge. Now, you're calling me out? Did this show ever end? All right, what is your last?
I hold in my hand.
He brought notes
This
this
is not
week. Where's your
Karnak.
folder?
This is not Karnak.
Where's your
It was
folder?
party. I don't bring it to parties.
This
Oh, you'll
is-
bring the folder to the party?
This is a copy of Paul Ryan's postcard, new easy form.
That's
that
how
a
you file your
taxes.
taxes, right?
This is it, baby.
Is that a blown-up version?
It is a blown-up version.
Okay.
People will be holding this in their hand by Thanksgiving. They'll be filling out wage and compensation and going right down the list. 13 lines till you come to refund due or taxes owed.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom, sign it, be done.
Okay, and that's Paul Ryan's, right?
Paul Ryan.
And did you hear recently that President Trump said he's going to back Paul Ryan's proposal for health care?
I did not.
No?
Did you
That
hear
must
that?
be
Did
breaking
you hear?
news.
Did you hear that the president of the United States has kindly had it with the Democrats and Republicans? They've all tried this health care thing, so he's just going to sign an executive order next
I
week.
heard that. Yeah,
Right.
that should be interesting. Yeah, yeah.
Do you know that's
And I
going to
think
give?
Dr. Price is going to be working the ramp at Hartsfield now.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. That's
We offered to pay for his seat, but like not the total cost of the plane, so I'm not quite sure.
Are you
Wrote a
ups-
check-
are you-
wrote a check for $52,000, didn't he?
yeah, but are you upset with what took place with Dr. Price and his airfare?
That was a setup.
Well, yeah, you know.
My opinion is
Shiitake happens.
they just want a new HHS secretary, because if they can get rid of this one over this right here, if they can get rid of this one, another one has to be approved, and it can delay the HHS secretary taking the executive order that Trump signs and starting his way of dismantling Obamacare. Because you know, and I know this, we joke around, but we all three know here that when Obamacare was passed, Kathleen Sebelius was given enormous power.
Enormous.
I mean, right?
Yeah.
Every 2 pages was HHS secretary. So as soon as Trump signs this executive order, Price could really go to work making some differences. But here's the thing. What if we sent the block grants back to the state and California decides we'll use them because they'll be the first to try it, and California decides to go ahead and do Medicare for all and says we don't care if we run out of money in 3 years because we'll just get more. And it comes from you and Georgia.
Let them do it. Let them do it, you know?
You got anything else?
No, I thought this was a blockbuster.
Oh, I think that
along
is
with
too.
my prediction.
I touched on tax reform.
Yeah.
You touched on
And the
tax
Saudi
reform.
thing.
Bruce brought it to light.
And the Saudi thing. NFL.
Oh, I got one.
November 12th, there's going to be a protest. You know, turn off the TV, nobody go to the games.
That's what I'm doing here, peaceful protest.
Okay, cool.
Until everybody stands, I'm not getting a haircut. No. This is my peaceful protest. Okay, so November 12th?
Yep. Nobody go to the games,
November
nobody watch on
12th
TV.
is Veterans Day. It's
Veterans
on a
Day.
Sunday. And that's the day that the veterans would like everybody to do a total eclipse of the NFL. Block it out.
A whiteout, a blackout.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. Guys.
All blackouts matter.
Bueller. We had to end with that. You know that.
Clowns to the left of me and jokers to the right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with you.
Folks, I'm your host, BKV. Stay with us because right after this break, we're going to bring some business owners in. Okay, we got some business owners here. We have another council member.
Yes, we did.
Okay, we'll have a council member, 5 minutes, business owners. Greg will be back closing our show. You don't want to leave. Greg's going to close the show for us today. So you know what they say.
What do they say?
You don't have to go home.
That's right. There's
Just
cider.
No, but you can't stay here. My God. Take us a break, Sam.
Papa's Pizza to Go in downtown Blue Ridge is the best in the area all-you-can-eat buffet. Call ahead or order online now at papaspizzatogo.com. Use our convenient pickup window for the best in pizza, subs, wings, breadsticks, salads, and more. And be sure to check out our lively game room. We serve lunch and dinner, catering available, take out or dine in. Papa's Pizza to Go in Blue Ridge, proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on-site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
The Tupelo Tea Mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
And we're live.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP. We're at Sycamore Crossing here in downtown Blue Ridge, and yes, we are going all the way up to the 11 o'clock hour, and we still have people stopping by. It's been a great morning, great party, but we're not done, so stay with us here for the next 20 minutes. Stopping by, you were passing by and wanted to stop and say hello. I have Council Member Rhonda Thomas here. How are you today?
Doing well. How are you?
Last night was the forum. I know you wanted to stop by and make a couple comments about the election forum
yes.
last night.
Yeah, if you didn't get to watch it, certainly try to, you can watch it through Fetch Your News. It was a great forum. We had most candidates, the people who showed up actually did, good job. And certainly want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for sponsoring this event, because I think it allows citizens, especially if you can't come and you have people like BKP recording it, it helps to be able to see what's going on.
I thought they did an outstanding job on the balance of questions. I didn't hear any questions like, why are you asking that?
Yes.
I thought the questions were balanced, and they didn't go directly to one candidate or the other. Every candidate got different kind, and I thought it was pretty good.
I did too, and I thought even the mayoral questions were perfect
Yes.
for their position. And I thought it was a mixed bag. Of course, the infrastructure, parking, and drainage issues all came up throughout the night, but with that same theme. But I think everybody, really.
Let me ask you a brief question before we go. We thank you for stopping by. What did your opponent is Angelina Powell? So if they watch, they'll see Angelina Powell is opposing you for your seat. Let me ask you one question. She is going and saying she supports term limits, and because you've served 2 terms.
Yes.
Where do you see the difference in that? You said where do you see the difference and why the citizens should give you a 3rd term?
I have proven ability and experience, and I'll say, just like Mayor Whitener said last night when she was asked that question, it takes 8 years. We learn something new at every council meeting. There's always something new that you have to learn to deal with, and it's a learning process. It's like being in school, and by the time you finished 8 years, you should be pretty well educated on it. So right now, I can go in and I understand grants. I understand how the system works, and when you're new, it takes a lot of adjustment and learning. So experience to me is very important.
Anything about the matchup between you and your opponent last night that you want to highlight, something that you said, you want to resonate something you said, or something you picked up in that?
Well, I think we both really focused on citizens and their input. That was one of her big things, but that's certainly something I think that resonated along with my experience in my speech last night, my intro speech. I think we both feel highly citizen input, business input is very important. I think my emphasis was more on a balanced citizen business input, where we actually listen to you, where we come, when we have a town hall meeting, we'll actually show up. We've had numerous town hall meetings where just Donna, myself, show up. So, and maybe one more council person. But, this is important to have input from both businesses and citizens.
Well, Rhonda Thomas, we thank you very much. We appreciate you stopping by. We've got several other things we got to get to before we close. Now, what post do you currently hold?
Post 2.
Post 2.
Yes.
Anything else?
No, just thank you again. Thank you for recording last night, and again, hope everybody watches your recording of the forum.
Folks, if you did miss the City Council and Mayor Forum last night that was hosted by the Chamber of Commerce here in Fannin County, you can go to our YouTube channel, FYNTV, Fetch Your News YouTube, and you can watch it there. Or you can also watch it on our Facebook page. We did it Facebook Live, so it's archived there, so there's no reason to not miss it and get great information before you make your decision to vote November 7th?
November the 7th.
November 7th, that Tuesday. Thank you very much. Rick G., we're just going to be 2 minutes, folks. We're not going to be long, and we're going to have some business owners in here. We're going to have Rick and Melissa from the Broken Bull, and I always talk about that store. It's special to me. All these businesses are very special to us here at Sycamore Crossing, but these two here right now I want you to meet. Take us out, Rick.
Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kenty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Over Stockton LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Over Stockton LJ next to Walmart.
Hey Rebel fans, come visit the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill of Blue Ridge, Fannin County High School's Meet, Eat, and Treat headquarters. Highway 5 in Blue Ridge. Proud sponsors of the Fannin County Rebels.
And we're live.
Folks, I'm your host, BKP, and we're at Sycamore Crossing, downtown Blue Ridge, and we've had a 3-hour party here because this is our last outdoor live show of the season. We're not leaving Blue Ridge. We're going to Blue Jeans Pizza. Now, let me see if I can do this backwards because I always go, I'm supposed to go left to right, but I always go right to left. So let's see if I can do it this way this time. I have Tupelo Tea, Kenty, the Peruvian store, New Blue Home and Gift, and the Broken Bull. And with me now are the owners of the Broken Bull, Rick and Melissa Cersei. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. Thank you, Brian.
And also, this is a jacket that I get so many compliments. It's like my favorite one from the Broken Bull. This is my Broken Bull. Now, I love I have a white sport coat from the store, and I really like it. But it's after Labor Day, you know, and I don't want to be fashionable.
Can't wear white shoes, right?
Oh goodness,
Yeah.
no, that's in the past.
Is
You can
that-
wear anything now.
I was
Brian.
checking. Thank you
Yes,
very much. So,
yes.
all right, so I
That
can
is
do,
in.
I can break it back out.
Yes, you can even wear white jeans now. In the winter.
No, other people can wear white jeans now. We'll get that. Let's clear that
You
up.
can wear white jeans. You can pull it off. You pulled it off in front of the store.
I mean, all morning long they have put, first the haircut and then all right, white jeans.
I've got it on my website. You can
Tell us a little bit about the Broken Bull. The two of you, husband and wife, small business. I love this because every time, folks out there, we are FetcherNews.com. We're a small business, Lisa and I, and Broken Bull and New Blue and Kinte and Tupelo Tea, and we're small business owners.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
I mean, we know what it is to work 14 hours and 12 hours and
7 days a week.
7 days a week,
Yes,
almost,
sir.
right? So now the two of you work together in this store. What is the Broken Bull? I say Broken Bull, so you describe what's through that door.
Well, it's women's and men's fashion and accessories. Hopefully by Christmas we'll have some mommy and me outfits going on. We've got necklaces and handmade things from different artists. I make some jewelry, and I have 3 or 4 other artists that make some jewelry in there.
We do try to support a lot of local artists.
Yeah, local artists.
And put their product in our
some
stores.
Some artwork itself. The people that, the ones that we do have are usually right in this general area. We have women's and men's clothes, tops, pants, jackets, socks,
shoes,
boots.
We'll dress you all the way. So.
Yeah, all the way.
Well, you have a lot of local residents that come downtown that shop, but in the Broken Bowl, you're what we call the front line. You meet the visitors to this city.
Yes.
What's it like? And I'm gonna you know me, don't get nervous, but I'm gonna put you on the spot. What country or what is somebody that walked in from some country somewhere that just you really enjoyed meeting them? Or
India.
India?
India.
We had a couple come in that actually live here in Blue Ridge now, but they have a little bit of a hard time understanding the language barrier and so forth, but we got to fellowship with them for a little while.
In Australia,
Australia.
We've had people from China, we've had people from Mexico, we've had people from Guatemala, we've had people
So internationally,
all
I
over
mean,
the world.
people think
Puerto Rico.
People think Blue Ridge, well, obviously we get a lot of visitors in the day trip, what I call the day trip. People make it day trip. But there's people that travel from other countries that are visiting the United States that come up here and visit during the weekend.
And from all the states. I had a couple in yesterday from Wisconsin that were down in Blue Ridge and had never been to Blue Ridge or Georgia. And they were spending the week here and really
From Oregon, California.
loved this part of the country. So.
Can we change gears for just 2 minutes? Can we talk about my friend Angel?
Yes.
Definitely.
We were hoping that Angel could join us, and that's my friend. And I don't get to see her this year.
I know.
I'm happy that you are. I'm happy, but I don't get to see. I know it takes so much pressure off you, Melissa. I know it takes so much pressure off of you. And I watched last season you trying to get Angel ready, and depending if she had a bad day. And I'm gonna let Angel's mother describe her beautiful daughter to you in just a minute. And I used to watch you, and it's a struggle, but it's a love.
Yes.
That some won't understand, and I hate to put it that way. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well, you have to think about it. If you have an 18-year-old, 19-year-old child, and you're having to change their diaper, that's a lot of responsibility every day to feed her, bathe her, change her diapers, comb her hair, brush her teeth. She can do nothing for herself.
Just make sure all of her cares
just
are
her
taken
regular
care of.
everyday needs are a full-time job. So.
And explain to the audience a little bit about Angel, what disabilities and what she goes through.
She has microcephaly, pachygyria, epilepsy, scoliosis, spastic quadriplegia. The list goes on and on. There's tons of things that's going on with her bones issues, and she's nonverbal. She has seizures, less now than she's ever had because of the CBD oil, the medical marijuana. But she's coming along. She learns something all the time, something new coming along all the time now that we've been on that, and we're big proponents of that. But she has just changed the world for the better in every way. We've had so many challenges, and she just keeps proving everybody wrong. She wasn't supposed to make it till she was 8 years old, and she's 19. So.
Well, let me ask you and yourself, let me direct it at you. You could have a long day. She could be having a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
Turns into you having a long day.
Yes.
We're human. We have frustrations.
Oh, yeah.
We have limits that we can handle.
Oh, yeah.
And then briefly she smiles at you.
Yes. That's what makes it all
Is
worthwhile.
that right?
That's the thing that pulls you through the next day.
Absolutely. Rick, you were able to, this past year, retire from a job, am I right, in Atlanta?
Yes.
And since you've been able to do that, you're able to work in the store and take the pressure off Melissa with Angel.
Yes. Had a long career, 31 years in Atlanta. Thoroughly enjoyed it, love it, miss it in a way. It's only been 5 months since I retired, but it has given us a little more freedom so that Melissa can stay at home with Angel, and bringing Angel up here put a lot of pressure on Melissa. It made for even a harder, longer day, and just me being able to come up here and her stay at home, or vice versa. There's days that she comes up here and I'm able to stay at home. It's not putting the pressure on both of us being gone or trying to always juggle who's going to take care of Angel and
Pull
so
it all
forth.
off.
So it's hard when you have to entrust Angel's care to other people, and it's a great freedom that at least we know one of us is around for her all the time. So.
Two brief things before we go and we close this morning. You mentioned medical marijuana earlier.
Yes.
How many seizures a day was Angel having before on an average?
Anywhere from 30 to 80, so I would say average 60 a day.
60 seizures a day.
60 seizures.
Since the medical marijuana, how many seizures a day?
She has 2 to 3 now.
So she has gone from 60
on
average to 2 to 3.
Yeah. And some days she has none. There's some days that she would have 80, and now there's some days she has none. So it's such a drastic difference. There was never a day we didn't have seizures, many seizures, before we had the medical marijuana.
Does she still watch My Little Pony?
Oh, she loves every cartoon, but yes, My Little Pony and Pooh Bear
Yes,
and
the
Tinkerbell.
Pooh Bear.
Yes. Those are her favorites.
I know she had a room back here, and we used to
Yeah.
Pooh Bear and
Yes.
My Little Pony.
Yes.
Now you have other children?
We do.
How
Three
many?
boys.
3 boys. So it keeps it busy.
Yes.
Does Angel love her big brothers?
Oh, yes. Tyler is doing massage therapy now, and he gives her massages. And we got our first massage last night from him as official massage. And Tyler is 24, Jacob is 15, and Lucas is 10. So
she's got 2 younger brothers and 1 older.
Yeah.
Yeah, little big brothers.
Little big
Little big
brothers.
because they do everything for her.
We want to thank you. They said when they got here, we didn't know we were doing an interview, but we want to highlight here small business. And I'm very serious. We're small business. We're small business
And
in
family.
America. Family, small business, having to work together, husband and wife, unlocking the door, locking at night in our stores, running things. And there's a lot of pressure on us as far as taxes and things like that. So we
Well,
can
and being an example to people, you have to
Right.
you have to make it a conscious effort to step above the norm as a small business.
Well, I thought Budweiser already delivered once today, but I guess they're going to
They
deliver
have
twice.
to do that about 4 or 5 times a day.
4 or 5 times a day? Oh, no.
Not a broken bowl.
They came just for you today.
It's not even, what did we used to say back in high school? Not high school. What did we used to say? It's beer 30? No, we never said that. Never said that. Rick and Melissa, seriously, Broken Bull, My Jacket Broken Bull, and all of our friends here. Stay with us. Is there anybody else out there? Guys,
Brian, thank you so much.
you guys take off.
Appreciate you all
Richie,
the time.
stay live.
Appreciate it.
Stay live. Okay, you guys, just exit this way. Be careful. Okay, who is this? Really? Folks, these two have been here for hours. Determined they were getting on the show.
And here we are.
And here we are. We're also business owners, so we fit the criteria.
Oh, there's criteria?
We heard you say business owners
Yeah.
were coming on.
There's criteria?
There should be.
There should be. And you are?
I'm Lauren Garner.
Lauren, okay.
Nice
Glad to
to
meet
meet
you.
you.
Okay. And you are?
Natalie Kissel.
Kissel.
Yes.
And you know what I hear?
What?
I hear you have a ping pong table.
You know what I hear?
What do you hear?
I hear you can play ping pong, kinda.
Don't know how that happened. folks. Don't know how that happened. Natalie and Lauren own a small business right here in town. Tell us about your small business.
We own a picture framing shop down across from the co-op. We do custom picture framing and repairs and everything picture
Restoration. It's called Blue Ridge Framing Company.
Blue Ridge Framing Company.
Yes.
Yes.
Open Tuesday through Saturday.
Tuesday through Saturday.
Closed on Sunday and Monday.
Yeah.
Why do I know the hours?
it's kind of a fun place to be sometimes, even if you're not getting a picture frame.
I just want to highlight also the name of the company.
Blue Ridge Framing Company.
Blue Ridge Framing Company, and also Natalie Kissel. You can find her articles on FetcherNews.com, Fannin County. If you go to FetcherNews.com, Fannin County, and click there, you can find Natalie's articles. She's written several articles over the past 2 to 3 months, and been covering a lot of stuff.
Yes.
We appreciate it, and keeping up with things. And there's always something, right?
There is always something.
And you never know when your phone's going to light up and we text you something.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. A lot of news for a small town.
And you, just the frame thing, right?
She
I'm
plays
doing the
ping
frame
pong.
thing.
The frame thing, that's it.
I'm a beer rep for Fannin Brewing Company. I host trivia around town sometimes. And I'm looking for a foosball table to try to get a little foosball tournament started.
So if we took the camera, we could do some action foosball stuff and some ping pong stuff?
Oh, yeah.
One more time with the business?
Blue Ridge Framing Company.
Blue Ridge Framing Company is right down the street.
Right down the street.
Right, you keep going.
Keep
Right.
going.
Okay, folks, get out. You snuck in. My God.
Thank you, Brian.
I love you, ladies. Stay there. We're not going anywhere. Greg Irwin, come on in. I'm getting out of the way. Folks, this is Greg Irwin. He's going to come in. Stay with us here. I'm going to move out of the way. I really enjoyed this, and we're not leaving today. We're going to leave you with... We've had a beautiful morning. Greg, come on in here. You get set. Let me get out of the way. Come on in. Get wherever you want. Greg, what are you going to play for us now?
I don't know. I think I might do... What's a toss-up? I had my mind set on something, but... Do this in
Greg Irwin, folks.
We'll do this in the memory of the guy I was named after, I guess.
Shooting gypsy roll on.
folks, thank you. Great day. Oh, wow, I'm over here like, can't we take the show another hour? But, folks, we can't. I'm your host, BKP. We've had Greg Irwin here. We've had everybody. Oh, my. I told you they've been trying to get on the show for 3 hours. We got this. Hey, Sycamore Crossing, we've had a great party for 3 hours here. We're going to Blue Jeans Pizza. You know, we're going to be there all winter long. So if we say hello to you, you might come up and do one for us?
We might, yeah.
I got to put him on a spot because he will. Who's in there now? Richie!
Don't forget to vote and make Blue Ridge great again, right?
Vote and make Blue Ridge great again?
Yes.
That's what Greg Irwin said. Vote and make Blue Ridge great again. I'm your host, BKP. We're going to go now. The party's over. Oh, Richie, take us out of here.